Hey guys, it's Alex, aka Miggy here, and today's video is sponsored by Dr. Jonathan David Farley. Dr. Farley was the Harvard Foundation's, quote, Scientist of the Year in 2004. The city of Cambridge, Massachusetts, where Harvard is, named March 19, 2004, quote, Dr. Jonathan David Farley Day. Dr. Farley has brought an important article to my attention. Harvard professor Roland Fryer faces reports of sexual harassment. Before he turned 40, Roland G. Fryer Jr. had earned a lecturing position at Harvard, received a MacArthur Genius Grant, and won the most prestigious award for young American economists. He stoked a national debate by concluding that police officers show no bias in the shootings of black men. But his rapid rise in popularity has taken a major blow as Harvard officials review a university investigator's conclusion that Dr. Fryer promotes a work environment that is hostile to women, filled with sexual talk and bullying. I will now present an argument in the form of an essay written by Dr. Jonathan David Farley himself, in support of Dr. Roland Fryer, even though both of them have not always agreed on various issues before. I have long criticized Harvard economics professor Roland Fryer. It is therefore with chagrin that I defend him now against allegations of sexual harassment. Harvard is acting prematurely and opening itself up to countersuit by barring Fryer from the lab he runs. Harvard and the state of Massachusetts are assuming the two women accusing Fryer are telling the truth before anything has been proven. Punishment, even if it is paid leave, should take place after proof of guilt. As one Ivy League graduate wrote, quote, "We've entered the stage of presumption of truthfulness on the part of the accuser. Accuse whoever you want of whatever you want in whatever time frame you please, and the media will believe you, especially if you accuse a man with some power, defined loosely. Women never lie? Ask Jackie at the University of Virginia, who lied that she had been gang raped at a frat party. The gullible UVA president, shamefully and foolishly acting on that lie, immediately suspended all fraternities. We have learned nothing. In particular, we have not learned the danger of allowing women to make anonymous accusations. If men and women are indeed equal, a woman's allegation should not be regarded as more important or inherently truthful than a man's. And a woman's name should not be shielded by the media, just as the name of the accused has not been shielded by the media. There is also the issue of whether the alleged behavior should be prescribed even if the allegations are true. When the supermarket women's magazine Cosmopolitan has the word sex on its front cover virtually every month, tell me again what it is about the topic that makes discussing it inherently misogynistic. One commentator stated that it is absurd to use terms like, quote, misconduct as if it were all in the army and there is a written handbook of do's and don'ts. We've heard enough preaching, enough condescension, enough screams from the likes of Amber Rose saying women can be, quote, sluts, and that the very notion of, quote, ladylike behavior is sexist, patriarchal, and antiquated, but apparently men must maintain 19th century standards of decorum at all times. Harvard even has a sex week, but presumably any male professor discussing Harvard's sex week would be guilty of harassment. A female Cornell University senior stripped in class and her professor was pressured to apologize to the student. Women can legally go topless in public in New York City. A Huffington Post editor called the pornographic performer a, quote, badass feminist. But a man making a similar comments would presumably be guilty of harassment. Feminists wanted equality. A man can discuss dating without falling onto a fainting couch and requiring smelling salts. I guess feminists think women are strong and independent and superior to men in every way. Mondays and Wednesdays, but frail and timid and in need of male protection Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays. Empowered feminists march in slut walks wearing dental floss from Victoria's Secret on Saturday, but want to be treated like delicate Victorian-era maidens on Sunday. A man making a harassment allegation would be treated skeptically and then ignored. A woman threatened my life, and when I reported it to the office of the state's attorney, the female lawyer laughed. Fryer should hire the law firm of Andrew Miltenberg, which has won several cases for men falsely accused or improperly treated by college administrations biased towards women, a violation of Title IX of the Educational Amendments Act of 1972. The response to this essay will be a witch's brew of the terms, quote, victim blaming, slut shaming, rape culture, rape apologist, and mansplaining. If not actual false accusations of harassment and rape, the usual feminist shaming tactics designed to squelch rational debate. Don't fall for it. The feminists will also curse a lot about this essay to underscore the point that they should be treated at all times like ladies. Fryer's department should stand up to Harvard's inquisitors and stand up for its own professors. So that's the essay from Dr. Jonathan David Farley. And personally, I would have to agree wholeheartedly. His report has highlighted the utter double standards when it comes to sexual harassment in the workplace. I mean, sexual harassment towards men is rampant across the West, but often goes unreported. It even comes from the very same people who scream and yell to promote the #MeToo movement. For instance, a leading figure in California's #MeToo sexual harassment movement has been accused of groping a male member of staff from another politician's office. Cristina Garcia, a Democratic Assemblywoman and head of the Legislature's Women's Caucus, allegedly stroked Daniel Fierro's back, squeezed his buttocks, and attempted to touch his crotch in the dugout of an amateur softball game in 2014. Daniel Fierro said he failed to report it at the time, but in January told his former boss, a Democratic Assemblyman, Ian Calderon, who in turn reported it to Assembly leaders. Ms. Garcia is now being investigated. So, what do you think about this report? Leave your comments down below. Thanks again to Dr. Jonathan David Farley for sponsoring this video.
Drop the bass, Kitty.
And if you want to protect your online privacy and help my channel out at the same time, visit drivenanddesired.com/LordVPN. If you sign up through that link, I will earn a small commission to keep this channel as well as my other projects like drivenanddesired.com going. Take us out, kitty.
I got money in the bank. Shawty, what you think?